What about you?
My name is Vicky Sun. I'm 18 years old, born in China, raised in San Francisco, and I currently go to school at UCSB.
All right. And what part of China?
Hainandao, so it's an island on the south.
Okay. You speak Mandarin?
I do. Yeah.
Cantonese?
Somewhat, yes.
Somewhat, okay. And you moved to the United States at what age?
At the age of 5.
Oh, age of 5. Okay, gotcha. And do you have citizenship?
I do not. I'm a citizen of China still.
Okay. And your parents, they live here too, or?
Yes.
Okay. Do they have U.S. citizenship? Have they tried to go through the process?
We all are still Chinese citizens.
Okay. Do you have like green cards or?
Yeah, we got that in the process.
Gotcha. Okay. So you moved to the United States when you were 5?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you have Chinese citizenship?
Yes.
But you don't have U.S. citizenship yet?
I don't, and I don't plan on getting it.
Oh, you don't plan on getting it? But
I could have already gotten it because I'm 18 already, but I don't plan on naturalizing, so.
Oh, why is that?
Because I do have plans to return back to China, and like if I were to naturalize, every time I go back would be like an hassle to have to get a visa and like get approved. But then right now where I'm sitting with a Chinese citizenship, like a Chinese passport with a green card, it gives me the freedom to just travel freely between 2 countries. So I can go back to China for like 2 months, which I did, and like come back and be perfectly fine, not have to sign any paperwork or anything.
If you had to estimate, like in terms of, so you're 18, in terms of total time spent in each country, what would be the
ratio?
The breakdown, yeah.
I'd say like, because I come here for school, like the reason why my family came to the US was so my siblings and I could get an American education. So I'd say like for 10 months out of the year I'm here, and then like the summertime I go back to my...
Since you were 5?
Well, not every summer. Sometimes in summers, like I have plans and like I have like tutoring, like I have like extracurriculars, but when I have the time, yeah, pretty much. I'm still pretty connected to the culture over there, if that's what you're saying. Like I'm fluent in my language.
Yeah,
and,
you
like,
speak Mandarin.
Yeah.
But you lived there entirely for your first 5 years?
Yes, yes.
And then you came here and you spend most of the time here in the United States?
Yeah, after I moved here.
I'm trying to think, if you spend like 1 to 2 months, maybe it's like 70-30%? Is that fair to say?
70-30.
70-30%, 70% in the United States. And your parents don't plan to naturalize to the United States either? Is that correct?
They don't either. They are just waiting for us to finish school, and then they're also going back to China.
Okay. Are your parents like diplomats or something, or what do they do?
What do you mean, like for work? Or?
Yeah, for work.
Well, my mom, she's a stay-at-home mom. She doesn't do anything, and my dad works at Apple.
At Apple? Okay, he's like a software engineer, or?
No, he does something like in HR, but he, yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
He's the only one that works in our family, and he's supported.
You have siblings?
Yeah, I have an older sister who goes to UCSB and a younger brother who's 10 years old.
10 years old? And are they going to stay here until he graduates from college?
High school, and then at least
18.
high school, yeah.
So another 8 years?
Yeah.
And are you going to stay here until your parents move back, or you're moving back as soon as you're done with college?
Well, it depends on like where I locate based on my career, because I'm trying to get my CPA after my degree, so we'll just see. I'm not sure. But my long-term goal is to do Big 4 accounting in like a city in China, so.
Oh, interesting. So how do you, I guess like how do you come, I'm not maybe unaware of the process. If the goal is not to naturalize, how do you come and stay in the United States like long-term? Like does your father have a H-1B visa, or?
No,
I don't know what it would be categorized as, but.
I actually am not too familiar with how we really got here.
Your dad
I just know like
right?
we did have like, we knew people who were just able to do it for us. I don't know what you want me to say about that.
But you guys are here, like you guys are here legitimately, not like illegally or something. Okay.
You can't call ice on me. I'm here legally.
No, I'm just curious, like what the categorization is, because there's different ways to stay here long term.
Utilizing your school. Oh, I saw that comment. Yep, exactly.
You don't need to justify yourself.
That's interesting. I have a question for you. It's interesting though, because you're not planning to naturalize. You're not planning to gain citizenship. Although you've lived the majority of your life in the United States, you've enjoyed the benefits of living in the United States. You've enjoyed the prosperity of living in the United States, the education system of the United States. Did you go to a public school for high school?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a question for you.
Go ahead.
So imagine a completely neutral, hypothetical situation where neither the United States or China is the aggressor, neither has done anything unethical, and there's no moral dimension, just a military conflict that exists. In that value-neutral scenario, to which side would your allegiance be? The United States or China?
China, I'd say.
Okay.
And that's obviously biased because I'm Chinese from China and most of my family's there. But
Right.
like you said, like you're confused why like I don't want to naturalize being in the U.S. for like such a long period of time. I think like being here for a long period of time made me realize that I personally like my life in China better. Like it's more convenient, it's easier. Like
So you
politics
spent most
aside.
of your life here.
Yes, correct. But not by choice because I go to school here.
sure.
Like once this is over, of course I want to be back home, like where I feel happiest.
All right, I guess that's interesting.
And for me, home is China, not the United States.
I wonder if I don't even know if would that be possible for an American to do in China what your
No.
parents like. I don't know if,
It's not possible.
and I don't know if you gave that answer or if an American gave the answer you gave in China, how that would go over. But
Very well. Correct.
But luckily for us, America has pretty robust freedoms, especially related to speech, perhaps unprecedented on the global stage. But okay, that's interesting. I mean, my argument does crumble. It crumbles a little bit in the sense that you're not a citizen of the United States. You're not trying to naturalize. So like, it kind of makes sense. But it is interesting. It's like you have lived the majority of your life here, although you're 18, so you've been under the, I don't know if control is the right word, but like you've been under the authority of your parents for your whole life, basically.
Yeah,
So
but-
like when you're 15, you can't be like, fuck you, mom, I'm going back to China. You can't do that,
Correct.
really.
Yeah.
Your parents have authority over you. They're your guardians. And
Correct.
but it is interesting. It is an interesting thought. You know, we've asked this question before to people who have like dual citizenship or who naturalized as American citizens. Like we had one girl who came from, I think it was Colombia, was it? Do you remember, Mary, that episode? Yeah. We had a girl who came here, immigrated here from Colombia, became she wasn't a legal immigrant, became a naturalized American citizen. And she said that her allegiance was still to Colombia. And I found that interesting. But in your case, it's a bit different. I don't know. I think we're cooked in America. Honestly, look, I gotta be, chat. Let me ask the chat.
Why do you think I want out?
Well, you know, the thing is that I think China is doing a lot of things in some ways better than the United States. Like, I feel like I've seen construction videos.
Oh
like,
yeah, construction there is insanely
shit
fast.
gets done. Like,
In a
bro,
month.
they've been, I don't want to say the location, but like near, I mean, there's all kinds of construction around just Santa Barbara, right? Man, that shit is like, what are they doing? It takes fucking years for them to do a little patch of road. It's like, but in China, I feel like they get shit done. And I wonder if that's because there's probably a bit more of a
Well,
I
monoculture.
think there's an
Well,
incentive here too. The longer you take, the more these companies that we
make
contract
money.
with can make money.
yeah, I think it's just the structure of how things are. Like in China, you know, like the CCP, everything's run under one organization. Versus here, like there's so many bills and like like papers that have to be passed, so much paperwork that has to be done to do anything. That in China, it's just like okay, once said and done. Like they just get straight to it. Here, it's like so many approvals. It's just like how the our leaders, like our government runs, I guess. I think like that has.
Wait, but here's my question, chat. Chat, do you guys think? I'm worried, bro. I'm worried. I think that I feel like China is a bit of a threat. You know, I think that they're gonna.
surpass the
I think the Chinese.
already happened.
England is.
Well, she says it's already happened. I don't know about that. But in some ways, I do think that.
Have you ever been to China? Let me ask you that.
No, I haven't. But I think that there's a lot of social upheaval in the United States. There's a lot of political polarization, social polarization in the United States. The United States has multiculturalism. Look, in China, you have like Uyghurs, and I don't know if I said that right, but there are different, like, I guess, ethno groups. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's even like in China, but generally like the people in China, they're like Chinese heritage. Whereas
Yes.
here in the United States, like multiculturalism, I don't really think you have multiculturalism.
Well-
In China, you have Chinese culture.
Yes, but we do have like India, like we have a lot of different ethnic groups. Majority are like the Han ethnic group, which is what I am, but
Yeah.
like there's a lot
Yeah,
of different
there's
there's like
different.
a lot of cultures within China too. I wouldn't just categorize like all of China into one Chinese culture. Like depending on what region you're in, they eat different foods, they have different practices, different beliefs. They even look different. Like people in
Sure.
the north tend to be taller than people in the south
Sure.
because of like climate differences. I don't think it's like all categorized as one. I don't know if that helps,
Yeah.
but
Well, I don't think China's fully caught up quite yet to the United States, but I would say that China has a better, I think China probably has a better foundation for social cohesion than the United States does. So I think like the fall of the United States, I don't think is going to be external. I think the fall of the United States would be
internal, correct.
which I think would be very unlikely for China, for example. I don't think there's enough political polarization or social
Right.
upheaval in China. And so, by the way, I apologize. We're totally getting off fucking fucking talking about geopolitics in China. I don't know, chat. What do you guys think? I mean, isn't it just true though? Like, we got a lot of fucking polarization, societal upheaval in the United States. China seems a bit more cohesive, a little bit among its populace.
But isn't their education better? So I'm not sure, but I'm just.
Well, it is, but like the way they do it, like the system is like really detrimental to like students' mental health. It's like, yeah, at the end of the day, like I guess you can say like China pumps out smarter kids or whatever, but like, yeah, I think like their education system is something that I wouldn't really like approve of. So like, yeah, that's why I'm studying here and then like taking this knowledge back. But
And would
yeah.
you argue that China like values STEM more than America does?
That I actually am not too sure.
They
of,
probably
so I
do.
wouldn't say. But I
Also,
yeah.
the Chinese government has more control, way more control. Like, for example, the Chinese government can kind of dictate. I believe didn't the Chinese government? There's something about how the men were becoming too feminine. Or wait, fuck! I'm trying to remember what this was. Mary, are you googling it?
Yeah.
Something like they were like, all right, these fucking little.
China promotes education drive to make boys more manly.
Well, there was something like, okay, if you're on TikTok,
China bans effeminate men on TV.
right, yeah. Like if you're on TikTok in China, they're gonna like the algorithm on TikTok, and I guess it's named something different in China
Yeah.
or whatever. They're gonna show, like they're gonna push in the algorithm like science videos. They're gonna push educational videos. Whereas here in the United States, the TikTok app is going to push like retarded dances and like just brain rot fucking just slop fucking content. And that's something proactive that the Chinese government is doing to like not rot the brains of their youth.
You don't have access to everything on the internet either there, right? Because I had one of my exes had gone to China, and besides it being like very difficult to, get approval to go to China, I remember he had to get like a VPN to access her insights or whatever it was.
Yeah, that is true for sure.
Anyways, whatever, we'll get off of that. I was just curious about that.